Good evening, everyone. Buenas noches a todos. Hope you're having a great Sunday. So, since the Cowboys are playing tomorrow night, I basically had the entire day for myself to relax, and hope you guys had a really chill Sunday as well. I woke up around 9 in the morning and just simply ate a lot. That's all I really did. I went out, was just doing some dino hunting of the Jurassic World action figures, and I couldn't find anything new at the moment. The thing is that whenever I do shopping for those figurines, they're hard because not even the app shows them if they're available or not. So one day, I go to a certain Walmart or Target, and I'm like, hey, look at that, I found one of them. So we try to help out one another of like, hey, because I'm part of a certain Jurassic Park groups, and like, hey guys, I found this cool figurine, and I just found one at Family Dollar. No, not Family Dollar, Dollar General. It was for $10, but the thing is that this figurine on eBay is like $50. So let me show you which one is it. It's this one right here. This is the Spinosaurus. This is the basic figure. It's not as big nor as large, but it is worth $10. But like I said, this figurine itself on eBay is about $50. So if you're trying to save up some money, if you're trying to invest, definitely get at least 2 or 3 of them. I always buy one on stock to show, and the other ones will definitely be for collection, because who knows, maybe one day I might buy Amazon. Let's go ahead and do this one. I actually got some packages. Alright, cool. We got some people right here coming by and saying hello. Okay, now this is a really easy assemble. Okay, looks like there's some tape there. I actually bought this one not far from where I work at, and like I said, it's worth $10. But yeah, you'd be surprised how much it costs elsewhere. So okay. See, I like the background. I like how the background is set up, which what I'm doing now is like I'm practicing photography and doing Photoshop. So what I do is I save the background, I take a couple of pictures, and then later on I get rid of it. But yeah, so this is how the Spino looks like. Of course, we're about to go ahead and cut the plastic ties that are tied around. Okay, and we're going to gently cut this. Yeah. So has anyone been to a haunted house yet? I went to a cosplay colleague, went with one, and we went to Hangman, which is not far from where we live at. It's over there on Blue Mount on Fort Worth, Texas. And it costs about $35 to $40. So this is how it looks like, which I'll be saving it for later. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and try to reassemble. We're gonna sort out the Spino. I'm gonna twist its legs, its feet. There you go. It's almost done. And we're gonna pop in its tail. Hopefully I pop it in right. And oh, hold on a sec. Should pop in right now. There you go. Yeah. So the thing is, here's the thing about the Spino. It's perhaps one of the most underrated dino of the JP universe, or the JP world. Uh, it is perhaps, like I said, this is really expensive. Like I said, this is $10. Now, the bad thing about the basic figure, it's the only good thing is that you could move its legs and move its arms, but there's no action of the mouth. So as you can see, it's all sealed shut. It's very similar to what I had from the Indoraptor and Blue, which I bought them, I believe, at Barnes & Noble, I think. And I think they were about some around $10 to $12 each. But since I am a Cards member, I do get a bit like 10-15% discount. And then even more if you have coupons. So this is the Indoraptor that came with the figurine. Well, it came in with the box, same box. This is how it looks like. You can move its legs, you can move its arms, its legs, its tail, but of course, you cannot move the mouth. Which is a downer, to be honest, because I think it will be even better. But no, it's not. And this is Blue. So same thing as well, movable arms and legs. Tail can be wiggled a little bit, but the mouth does not open. So hopefully in the future, if they do more of these lineups of Jurassic World, they could actually do something a bit better. So that is the Spinosaur on its basic version. Now there is the extreme chomping Spinosaurus, but that is the one, that is the white buffalo at the moment. It's rarely available in America. It is available elsewhere. I think it's in Mexico and Europe, especially in Europe. I have a cousin that lives in Mexico, and I gotta go ask him if there is one around so he could hook me up, because I have a cosplay colleague who's also into Jurassic Park, and he told me like, hey Josh, check it out. There's this place, there's this group that they sell figures, and they sell them in a decent price. You know, it's no scalping or nothing, just, you know, it's, you know, manageable. And I think they're trying to sell it for about $60, which is not exactly expensive compared to what I've seen on eBay. But the thing is that the reason why it's so pricey is, I mean, even if the figure's like $20-30 tops, it's the extras that the shipping is what really bites you. Because I did an order. I did a favor for a guy up north in Canada, and it was, I think it was like $20 for shipping, and it was the Edmontosaurus. It was $15 plus $20 for shipping, so in total it cost me about $35. I just told him, just give me $25 and we're good. I mean, of course, I thought that the shipping was going to be like about $5-10, but I told him, just give him the money, no worries. So until I was like, no, it's $10. It can't be that much. So when I went to do the shipping, it's like, oh, it's going to be another $10. So I lost money as opposed to gaining money. So yeah, I've learned a lesson on overseas and out of country shipping. So anything that I want to send will definitely be within the area. So you gotta get that noodle working more often. So today we got another loot haul. Of course, I went a couple of days past 15. It's because I went to hang out with a friend of mine's, and I crashed at my friend's place. And then yesterday, I did not want to do anything. I was just simply tired. So I was expecting another order, and they said, "Oh, it'll come on Sunday." And I was like, okay, either I do it now and wait for another couple of weeks to get it to make another one, or just wait till Sunday to get the package. So I took a look and I opened it, and it was just simply some mason jar lids for my mom and a whey protein shake for me, because I'm actually getting back into working out, which I should do it tomorrow. I was gonna do it today, but I was like, I am not in the mood, so I'm doing it tomorrow right after work, or that no later than Tuesday. Yeah, because I get extra points if I get more active into the gym, so we shall see how that goes. Alright, so let's go ahead and open up this box. Now this is from Amazon. As you can see from the smiley face, from A through Z. And let's go ahead and open it up. Open it up. As always, cut away and not on front of you. Oh, by the way, I'd like to give a quick shout out to one of my other cosplay colleagues. Her name is, well, now her married name is now Quinn. So, Lisa, congrats on your marriage, on your wedding. I wish you the very best, and good luck with everything. So, there you go. Okay. There you go. I just ate some ravioli, and I had like a nice piece of bread, and I am good at the moment. I am full. I ate well today. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yeah. It's always good. It's always good to eat well. All right, so let's take a look at what we got here. I'm gonna show one box at a time. Let's get all these bubbles. Okay, so here I bought a tool bag. This is an official tool bag. Now this one, I believe it cost me about $15. But this is in fact an authentic tool bag. This is definitely what I'm planning to cosplay for Cowtown Comic Con, which will be the end of this month. So as you can see, there's the sides. I was trying to get the leather one, but the thing is that this is going to be more like cosplay, so I don't want to wear anything too pricey that I'm going to be wearing just once in a while. With this, I could maybe definitely cosplay as Tim the Toolman Taylor from Home Improvement. That's one of my other favorite shows. I'm not exactly sure which version of him, because I don't know. Maybe I'll do his older version. Well, the thing is that, yeah, it's funny how the series goes, because when Tool Time first started, it's a show within the show. You see Tim Taylor with this thick 5 o'clock shadow, and then he introduces his assistant Al Borland, who is clean shaved, and then you kind of see the direction of how Tool Time will become from a serious, educational show to basically what is like more of a satirical comedy like show, which I think it's a lot funnier. But I think that was the whole plan. But yeah, I don't know, maybe I might. I mean, this is a really nice tool bag. Now I did had one a while back when I graduated from high school. So let me show you how it looks like. So there's where you put your tape measures at. This is for your hammer. This is for your other nails, tools. Another one right here for a hammer as well, or something else. But yeah, I do like it. This is, like I said, it's about $15. I did have one from leather when I graduated from high school. I spent about a good maybe $40-50 of equipment because I was going to get into construction. That's what my mom said. Like, oh Josh, if you work in construction, you're going to get a lot of money. Which was lies. Which was all lies. I learned the tough side of working hard. I mean, I was sweeping floors, mopping floors when I was in my last 4-5 months in high school. And they told me, oh, you know, you're gonna make a lot of money and you could go to college with these. I'm like, it didn't work out that way. Did not work out that way. But they did not pay me well either. So I was like, okay, I spent like $50-$60 for the tools that I'm rarely using. And yeah, I just couldn't stand it. Yeah, I think that was the year that I did a lot of construction. I was like, I couldn't stand it. It's not for me. I tried. I did carpentry with my dad, but the thing is that, you know, when you work with your parents or with your dad, they kind of try to see like, okay, I don't want to push him too hard, but just kind of be familiar with it. But here's like, hey, you gotta hustle. You gotta hustle like this. In the end, and I wasn't, and they let me go, and my dad would get frustrated, like, why are you losing all these jobs? You know, people will die, people will kill to have a job like yours. And like, it's not for me. I tried, and couldn't get in. I wasn't invested, so yeah. I got another one. Oh, what is this? Oh, ooh. Okay, so this right here, as you can see, this is a pouch. But I was watching Jurassic Park the other time, and I noticed something really familiar with Dr. Grant's Empire. Now, and if you watch closely around his waist, especially where his belt is at, he does have something equipped. And it looks leathery and black, and I was just curious, like, what is that leathery pouch that he's carrying with? I thought that's where he would have his raptor claw, but the thing is that he had it strapped here, while the raptor claw was here, like right behind him. So I was like, well, how can this be here? So if you were to watch the movie again, see, this is the belt, and it would have it either on this side or on that side. I'm not exactly sure, but it was somewhere around close by to the buckle. And I was just curious, like, what is that pouch that he's carrying next to him? And the thing is that archaeologists and paleontologists will use this item called a trowel. Now, gardeners also use this tool as well. It's basically a portable shovel. So it's basically like this, and you flip it over like so. And basically, like I said, it's a trowel, like a little scooper, little shovel, and that's where you start to kind of dig around, scoop around. This is extremely convenient. For me, like I said, I've been practicing gardening during the pandemic. I'm kind of learning, more or less. But the thing is that I saw something like this on Etsy, and it's basically, it said even there, Jurassic Park Dr. Grant trowel pouch, and it looks really good. It looks very authentic, but they're trying to sell it for $30, and that is without the trowel. So I was like, well, I mean, I'm paying extra for that. I mean, you better give me the trowel as well. And I don't think it came with it, so you have to buy it on your own. And this pouch itself cost me about $8, including the trowel. So this is really convenient. I might buy another one for when I'm planning on doing camping or hiking in the future. So yeah, like I said, $8. This is excellent for gardening, digging, stuff like that. So yeah, $8. It's not a It's not a bad deal. Now, like I said, I am planning to cosplay as an original character from Jurassic Park. I'm trying to do my own version. I'm trying to do like a construction worker, which is weird, but I'm like, hey, you know, I'm bringing tools, you know, just trying to be cool with my hard hat, my Jurassic Park hard hat, and maybe some flannel clothing, or maybe just a shirt with a Jurassic Park shirt on it, so make it look like, you know, I'm part of the crew. So I'm still thinking of how the weather is going to be like, and the day. Hopefully it's a nice 70 degrees, if not cooler, so I can actually wear the shirt on. If it gets any colder than that, I may have to put on a flannel shirt or not jacket while wearing the hard hat. So it all depends. When you cosplay for quite some time, you kind of have to look at the weather as well, because if you have a really light outfit and it's chilly or cold, you're going to be shivering a lot. A few years ago, I went to a convention called Anime North Texas, and it took place at downtown Fort Worth, and I think it was about 4 or 5 years ago, 6 years tops, and I was cosplaying on a Saturday as Old Snake, as in his burnt version, and that takes place in Metal Gear Solid 4. So I'm not gonna get into detail about that here, maybe some other time. But the thing is that it was a good weather. It was nice weather. It's like maybe 65 to 70 degrees. It took place around November, so it was like a nice like before Thanksgiving type of weather. It was like nice and, you know, chilly but tolerable. But later on, ooh my god, it went to like maybe 40 or 50 degrees with a nice wind chill that made it like even colder. And I was wearing a long sleeve Under Armour shirt and some camo pants, and I was just shivering. I was like this the whole time when I was going out, when I was hanging out with a friend of mine's, and when I went to go walk in the car, like I couldn't walk in the car. I had to run, or I had to do some sort of jogging in order to keep me nice and warm, so I could make it to the car. And yeah, I learned my lesson afterwards of saying, okay, if it gets too cold, if it gets colder, if it goes lows on 40s or 50s, I'm putting a jacket on. I don't care. Or cosplay as a character that wears a jacket or a sweater. So yeah, you get to learn a lot. You gotta keep an eye on what characters you're planning to do. All right, so here now, like I said, when you're cosplaying, you have to be careful of what equipment you bring, because it has to be con safe. You can't bring. There's a certain, when you're getting to entering conventions, they're gonna give you this little dress code, or the do's and do not carries or bring in the convention, to make it safe for everyone. And so the thing is, I don't bring any functioning weapons or functioning items. So they mean like, don't bring a real bat, don't bring a real weapon, don't bring guns that look real. So like BB guns. So a while back, BB guns were kind of allowed in a way, as long as they're empty and you don't bring any BBs. But then I've been told that people would still bring BBs and would shoot at each other. So now it has become somewhat not safe to bring them. But here's the gray area. Last time I heard, like, you could still bring your BB gun, but you must dismantle the mechanisms, the trigger, and all that to be considered broken or non-functional. So I have a BB gun. It's a what was it? I think it's a 357 Magnum 6-inch barrel, and that's my baby. I love that baby a lot, and I rarely would carry it. Rarely would carry it as like for conventions. I do sometimes bring it when I'm doing photos, but I always make sure I have someone with me while I'm doing the photos, because in case if cops come by, they say, "Hey, I got a guy who's with me. We're doing photos." There's the orange tip, which means it's safe. But some people might see it one way and then they'll get upset. So yeah, definitely be careful when you're bringing tools. Always ask someone around. Always ask questions if you're still a bit hesitant. Even I still ask questions, and I've been doing this for almost 15 years because what used to be okay back then is now not okay. So I don't want to get into trouble saying like, "Hey, this was good 2 years ago. Now it's not good, not cool." So for the tool set, I actually brought this little toy, little like junior tool set, and it's basically all fake. This is all made out of plastic tools, and it even comes with its own little pouch as well. So maybe this would come in extra with the other one. It's a Black & Decker. So yeah, look at that. That's interesting. 14 tools to use. So yeah, it even comes with a. No, it just comes in with standard tools. But right here, here's the thing that people get thrown off. Like, see this kit right here has a drill, has a toy drill, and I turn it around and I don't see no tool. I don't see no driller. So that is not a good investment. That's not cool. I mean, you gave me ratchets, you gave me hammers, you gave me screwdrivers, you even gave me a goggles, but you don't give me a drill. I think that's probably extra then. But yeah, this is definitely gonna go with the toolbox that I have, and I am planning in the future to cosplay as Toolshed from South Park. That's perhaps one of my favorite characters. I always had a thing for Stan Marsh. I think for some reason, like, I could relate to him a lot. I think because of Dad. So yeah, I think that's the reason why. Sometimes I could relate myself more to Butters because of the parents and how strict they were, or strict they are. So I don't know, somewhere between maybe Stan and Butters in a way, somewhere around there. And for the last box, also from something from Jurassic Park, it is a Hot Wheels ID Jurassic Park Jeep. Now, this is actually a really interesting toy. Now, this one cost me about $8. Now, this one right here cost me about $15. So, or that was cheaper than that, I think. It was maybe less than, yeah, I think it was like maybe $10. Yeah, I think I saw this one for like maybe $20 at Target. But, yeah, I mean, always check out Amazon first and eBay before you do any shopping at your retail stores. So the thing about the interesting, but before we talk about that, hey Google, set volume to 3. Okay. So this is the most interesting thing that I've seen so far. As you can see, there's the Jeep, there's the toy. Now the interesting thing about this is that you could actually use your phone, use your app, and you connect this. First you have to download the app of the Hot Wheels ID, and then there's a scanner, there's a barcode right here, and you scan it, and that will activate the car, and you could use that car to drive around, and you get your skills upgraded while driving, and you can play it against others. So this is really cool. This is a really, really interesting car. Now, this is the only thing I've seen so far based on Jurassic Park or Jurassic World. I think there might be something later on, but I've seen other cars, like maybe 30 some cars. Some of them were really, really cool that I was like, oh wow, I gotta get that, I gotta get that one. But I was like, I think I'll be more invested with this because of Jurassic Park. But basically what it is, it's simply a virtual car. You scan it and then you race the car that you play as. But like I said, there's like over 30 cars, and I saw them, and some of them were really cool. Like they had Kit from Knight Rider, the Trans Am. They had, I believe, General Lee, the Mystery Machine from Scooby-Doo, which I know a cosplay colleague of mine's named Mystics Panda. She does this excellent Velma cosplay, and she's really into Scooby-Doo, so I'm like, hey, maybe you should get that car too. There's also the Batmobile from Tim Burton's Batman, Batman Forever, The Dark Knight, some other cars based on the Batman series, even the Adam West Batman. So that's really cool, and some other cars right there. But I saw it on Amazon. So, like I said, this one's cost about $8. So this is nothing really. It's not expensive, but yeah, if you try to get these ones on eBay, they're gonna be like about $15-$20, and depends on where you get them. It's probably gonna be even more expensive. But I'm definitely gonna play this one later on tonight, see how it is. So that's pretty much it. Other than that, that is it. That is it for the first month, the first part of the loot haul for October. So yeah, I should be getting some stuff from Loot Crate within the next couple of days, or within the few days. So I think the thing about the upcoming loot haul, it's going to be taking place on the 31st. Now I usually do them like halfway, like the 15th, 16th-ish. I did it today because I was expecting something else besides my mom's jar lids and my protein shake. So, but since I will be going to Hearst on Halloween, I will not be here to do the unboxing, the unpackaging. I will definitely do it on the 1st, which will be on a Sunday. Hopefully I still have enough energy to still go and do it, because like I said, I'm going to have a friend of mine coming by. This will be her first, this might be her first ever cosplay convention to attend, so she said she got something cool going on, so I cannot wait to see it. So that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, please let me know. Don't forget to follow, see what other crap I might bring, and that is it. So hope you guys have a great Sunday, wherever you are, and till next time, hasta luego.